Hey Bill photographers, I'm out here right now on my big road trip. I'm currently in Montana, Glacier Park, Montana, and I'm having a blast. And one thing I'm fortunate enough to have out here is these really dark skies, which we don't have at Beale. So I do have a little bit of light out here. You know, got some campfires going and such, but still the skies are super dark. So I just want to give you all a quick tutorial for those of you who are a little afraid to venture out into astrophotography of what you can get if you just know what you're doing, okay? So right here I have my camera set up on my tripod with my lens, okay? It's pointed at the sky. Now obviously you can't see anything right now because it's super dark outside. So I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of what we gotta do, okay? Got my camera right here, okay? First thing I do is turn it on. Here's my settings, here's my camera, and I put it on live view. A lot of people have live view, and that means that the screen is lit up on the back side. See, you can see your image through there, okay? Now, my screen is lit up, but unfortunately we can't see anything because it's a star. Now if you look kind of closely, see that little blip? That's a star, billions of light years away, okay? So what we wanna do is, I'm gonna unfocus it for a second. We wanna zoom in on that little guy, okay? So let me readjust my hand. So let's go find him. There he is, perfect. Let's get dead center on him. Okay, this is the first thing. Now, important, make sure your camera is not in autofocus. It needs to be on manual focus, okay? If not, your camera can't focus to 20 billion light years, okay? Turn it on autofocus. After that, move your camera around until you can find a star, just like that little guy. Put it on live view, and then zoom in on that little guy as much as you can. Look at that blurry little guy, right? Look at that blurry little guy. So then we're going to use our focusing ring because our camera is not in autofocus, and we're going to turn it until he is as sharp as he can get. So let's see. He's pretty far. Ooh, look how sharp we're going. Okay, now right there he starts to blow up a little bit. So right there might be perfect. Okay, well maybe actually a little bit further back. Perfect, okay? So now we are set to infinity. Don't trust that your lens already has an infinity. Don't just rotate it all the way to one side. Find it yourself, okay? Then we zoom out, find our beautiful night sky. Now this is really far away, okay? So I'm gonna mix up my settings right here. Exposure, put it on manual. Remember, you guys know about manual, that scary little guy? Make sure it's on manual, okay? You can't do this in auto. So, how long are you going to keep your shutter open for? Now, typically, when you're doing portraits and stuff, some people keep it up like this for moving little kids and such like that. But you need long exposures for the Milky Way, okay? So you're going to set yours. Let's just start out at, 10 seconds, huh? And your aperture, you need that sucker all the way open. So you can do Milky Way photography with almost any lens that you have, okay? Just open it up as much as you can. You're not going to get the best and greatest with your kit lens, but it's a good place to practice. It's a good place to start, okay? Your ISO, make sure it's high. You got to pick up any little light from 20 billion light years away, okay? So make sure that's high. Let's start with 4,000 right now. So we have our shutter speed at 10, our aperture at 2.8, and our ISO at 4,000. And I don't know if you guys have it, but I have mine for a 2-second timer, okay? Which means when I click the shutter, it's gonna wait 2 seconds and then it's gonna go off. If you guys have the little IR remotes to use, that's awesome. You need a tripod, okay? 20 billion light years away, any movement your camera picks up, it's gonna show streaks, okay? So you want it to be very precise. Get a tripod, make sure you don't touch that camera. That's why I have it on timer, so I can press it and then the camera's still while it takes the shot, okay? So we need to turn off this little lantern that I have going because if not, it's gonna pick up this ambient light. So give me a second, and then you'll see, I'll click the shutter, we'll see what we can get. Okay, that's down, clicking the shutter. Okay, so it's facing up in the sky right now. You obviously can't see anything. Now, what do we have our shutter speed for? Like 10 seconds, okay? So 10 seconds later, it's gonna, okay. Now, it's done with that image. Let's see what we got. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that great? Okay, now the thing about it, you gotta remember, is that the Earth is rotating, okay? So if you make a shutter speed higher than, let's say, 15 or 20, You know, you might start getting some streaks in it because the stars won't be fine points anymore. They'll be streaky, and you don't want that, okay? So, but let's just see what happens if we put it up to, let's just say a 15 right now. We'll leave that ISO because that seems to be working. And again, your aperture is always wide open. So 15 seconds, get ready to wait. Da, 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 da. Still doing campfire over there. Couple more seconds, we'll see what magic we can make with that. All right, let's see what we got. Look at that, guys. Okay, this is not hard, it's just a little scary. Put your camera on manual. Try the settings I just did. Mess with the ISO, see what you can do. Mess with the shutter speed. Leave that aperture wide open, okay? And then show me what you got. This should be a lot of fun. I really want you guys to succeed. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, guys, that does it for my quick tutorial. I hope that helped. If you guys have any questions, please let me know, okay? I always want to teach you guys whatever I know. I'm not a pro, but I want to help you guys all progress, okay? Later.